So I've been playing e4 a bit. I decided that I needed to stretch myself and work on some openings outside of my usual card con stuff in the black and my d4 openings here. I just need to play more tactical, and I'm kind of sick of playing closed positions, and I need to get better. So anyways, playing e4. I'm seeing e5 every game right now. I'm surprised I don't see Sicilian stuff, but everyone's playing e4, e5. So d6 here. Now, I could have played d4 instead right here. This is a bit more aggressive, kind of taking the center after e takes. Knight takes here, and you can see I've got strong control over the center. You know, knight f6, knight c3. I could even just castle here. Point being that if he takes, then I can just give him fits here. So anyways, let's go back. I played over the board. I played knight c3. And here I remembered a trap that I've seen. I was hoping to get to see it, and in fact I did. So this is kind of why I'm posting this game. Is if you haven't seen this trap already, the move here is knight takes e5. Now, if he takes the bait and takes my queen, it's mate in 2. Check. His only legal move is here, and then knight d5 is checkmate. So it's kind of a real clever looking pattern here, I think. So that's if he takes the bait. Now my opponent, you know, smelled the bait and just played d takes e5, which is the correct move once you've fallen for it. At which point I get to scoop the bishop here. So I won a pawn, and I've got 3 pieces activated to none. So I've got much better control over the center. He gets to bully me a little bit. That's all right. I decided to play my queen here to f3 so I can keep eyeing the f7 square. My plan is to attack this knight and then pile up on f7 if I can. So knight c6. I castled. I considered playing d6 here to open up this diagonal for my bishop, and I decided that for all the games that I've spent castling way too late, I figured this will be one where I remember to castle, you know, relatively early, move 8, and let the tactics come when they can. Okay, so here I go piling up on his knight here. Now you'll see that if he takes here, my 2 options are queen takes or e takes. Both are good options here. I mean, sorry, bishop takes or pawn takes here. You can see his pawn structure is trashed. I'm still up a pawn, and d3 is next. I'm solid in the center. This is good for me. Another option, if he was to take there, is e takes. It forces his knight to come up with a square. d4 is likely. I'm well embedded in the center here. I'm going to go kick this knight out, win this pawn. There's not really a ton he can do to protect himself here. b4 or c3 is good. I'd play c3. And then we probably see this. You can see white's real good here. d4's coming. He can't capture here. His bishop's got it. Well, this is multi-headed here. If his bishop moves back here, then I've got lots of moves. f4 is one. He's run into all sorts of trouble here. You can see black's just toast. So anyways, after knight takes, let's run this back. Okay. You can see that knight takes is kind of a difficult set of lines to play for black. He played knight to d4 instead. And again, I thought this was weak. Let me take with check here. So I get the knight with check. So that I can jack up his pawn structure here, and then I played my queen out to h5. Now you can see I've got 2 attacks here on f7, like I was kind of hoping for. His center looks strong. I'll be able to kick this knight around soon enough. Once I get this bishop activated, I'm doing real well. So he has to respond to this threat immediately, or it's mate. Queen e7 is the correct move. I played c3 here, and his knight comes back. And now I've got a couple of options. One option is to play b4. B4 would be nice because it kind of pushes this kind of bullies this, and then d3, and you can see I'm starting to control the center well. This pawn's going to be pretty weak, but I'll be able to get rooks behind it real soon, and his bishop's kind of trapped in the way, so he can't point rooks at it. Probably stuff like this. This gives me a chance to develop with tempo here. Anyways, d3 is what I played. He castled long. I didn't like this move when I saw it because it let me win another pawn here. Now, kind of. The correct move is to recapture here, and then he can recapture that pawn here. So technically, I'm still only up a pawn. I feel like the positional issues he's got with this king out here pretty open. These really horrible pawns out here in the middle. His pieces are active, but mine are soon to activate. I'm feeling a lot better with White's position here after the set of exchanges. So anyways, this is kind of where the game left us. My opponent made just a stupid tactical error and played rook takes first, thinking that when I retook here, he'd scoop the queen. He was just moving fast and forgot that when I take the queen here, he has to recapture, at which point I get the rook. So here's what happened. Silly blunder to end of the game. So ignore all of that. But let's go back to the beginning so you can kind of remember this trap here. So hang on a sec. Messing with my interface. Okay. So when this bishop comes out, you got to have two knights out and bishop on c4 here, and the move is knight takes e5. So try to remember this. Hopefully it'll net you a win like it did for me. And I've got another CardCon video I'll be posting shortly. Have a good one.